So today we're going to be doing Thai green curry, but not any old Thai green curry. We're actually going to be doing coconut shrimp Thai green curry. So we're going to have the shrimp, coconut milk. We're also going to serve it with the rice. We're going to have some lemongrass, kaffir lime leaves in there, onions, peppers. We're going to put some spinach in there as well. You got two options here. If you want to make the paste, you can do. Now it's a little tricky getting hold of certain ingredients. But if you wanted to, you could probably like blend it all down. So like the lemongrass, take the outer leaves off, break it up, blend it, maybe with some kaffir lime leaves. What else do you have in there? Maybe a bit of shrimp paste and stuff. But I'm also using kaffir lime leaves and also some lemongrass in there. We've got a low-fat coconut milk to pop in there as well. So we're going to put spinach in there. I'm going to put some peas in there. I've also got some sugar snaps as well to go in there as well. First thing we're going to start is on the base. So we're going to get the onions, garlic, ginger, the bell peppers. We're also going to get the all the little bits together, so like the fish sauce, lemongrass, kaffir lime leaves, then the coconut milk. So we're going to start the base. We're not going to add any green things like the peas, the sugar snaps, the spinach. You add that now. Hour later, that's going to look really dark and go brown. It's not going to look very good. So all those beautiful green flavors like the peas, the spinach, the sugar snaps, they're all going in last minute. Right, it's top and tail. We're going to slice this onion down. We're not going to dice it, just slice. You can dice it if you want to, but it's entirely up to you. This is going to be my fourth garlic, and then we're going to peel it, and then we're going to grate it down on the microplane. And then we're going to need about 1 good teaspoon or 2 teaspoons of fresh ginger, which we're pretty much just going to grate down as well. So we're going to slice this down. You can slice it this way. You get some nice little half slices, or you can go that way, whichever you prefer. I'm going to go sideways, so watch your fingers. Let's grate this bad boy down. So watch your fingers. So you see the tough bit there from the ginger. You're like, oh, throw it in, chef. It's flavor. Yeah, but it's going to be really tough. You don't want to be chewing on that in your curry. So you left off with the proper puree, but this stuff is very sinewy. It's tough. You're going to be chewing on it. So just get rid of it. Let's grate this down. Right, so we want 2 whole peppers. I took a little cheek off them, but on the recipe it will be whole, so because I wanted to use it yesterday. We're pretty much going to slice down the peppers. We don't want to go too crazy with this, so just give that a nice little slice. Perfect. So we've got green pepper and red pepper. We're also going to get the kaffir lime leaves and obviously the lemongrass. I'm going to show you what we're going to do with that. So we need to get a large pan on first, so we'll get on the stove onto a medium heat. And a tablespoon of oil in there as well. Right, so we're going to pop our onions, garlic into the pan. Yeah, onions and garlic are going in first, then we're going to add the peppers very shortly. Just going to give them a couple of minutes. I know I've chucked 1 or 2 peppers in there, but yeah, it's fine. Right, so those are softening up. I'm going to add the peppers next. What we're going to do is take the bottom off. Just going to take the other leaves off. So what are you doing with that, chef? So this lemongrass, to get the most flavor out of it, what you want to do is use the heel of the knife. What are you doing, chef? So basically, by bruising it or cutting into it, what's going to happen is going to release the flavors of the lemongrass a lot better than it would just chucking it in there. So by bruising it, you're releasing those beautiful flavors from the lemongrass. They're going in. Magic. And if you're getting a little bit of caramelization on the bottom, don't worry, don't panic. If you think it's going to start burning, just knock it down a little bit. That'll all soak up now in a second. So beautiful. So we're going to start once those are softened up a little bit. We're going to add the lemongrass, kaffir lime leaves, and then we're going to add the rest of the ingredients. And what's the rest of the ingredients? A teaspoon of cumin, a tablespoon of fish sauce, the can of coconut milk as well. Also, I'm going to add 200 ml of water and a cup of, well, is that a cup of water, 200 ml? I believe it is. Why are you adding water to it? Reason for it, so you give it an hour to cook down. By that time that reduces, you'll have a good consistency. If you don't add it, you'll probably have a very thick starch. Your coconut milk will be gone. So, and also we're going to add a little teaspoon of Thai green curry paste and 1 lime juice as well squeezed in there. And I think that's it. Oh wait, you know what? I'm actually missing something. I am actually missing something, and that's the chilies. You can take the seeds out if you want. I'm actually going to take the seeds out myself, actually. I'm not going to make it too hot. So what we're going to do, just cut these open, just take the seeds out, and then we're going to slice it and then just chuck them straight in. Chili's going in. Let's cook this down a little bit more, and then we're going to start adding the lovely things, so just for a further minute. Lemongrass and the kaffir lime leaves are going in now. This kind of coconut milk is a reduced fat coconut milk, so if you're looking for some healthier alternatives, it's a great alternative. Let's give that a nice little squeeze in there. I'm just going to top this up with a little touch of water, so we're going to turn it down to a low heat, and we're pretty much just going to let it cook down for a good hour or so. We're going to get the scallions chopped up, or if you want to call them spring onions, that's fine. The coriander or cilantro, which I don't have, but just pretend I'm prepping it up, and also the fresh basil. So I'm going to get them all prepped up, ready to go. Sprig of basil. I'll see if I can do something with this, if I can. These are quite small, so I'm going to go for about 4, depending on the size, I guess. It's up to you. Right, let's give these a wash. So it's super important to wash your scallions before you chop them up. Watch your fingers, chat. Right, got a lime here. I'm just going to cut this up with some garnishes. I also want to get the greens out, make sure we're prepped for that. So I've got some sugar snaps. Also, I need to pull some peas from the freezer. So what was it? Oh, spinach, of course. That'll do, plenty. So 2-3 handfuls of spinach. Looking at top bananas. Give that a bit of a wash, and we're just gonna let that drain off. Right, peas are out. How much you got there? I'd say about 50 to 70 grams of peas. You don't really need a huge deal. So just gonna let them defrost, and we're gonna chuck them in last minute with the sugar snaps as well. I'm not going to use the whole bag of sugar snaps, there's a lot of sugar snaps to be fair. So I'm probably going to use half a bag, which would probably be about, what, 4 ounces? Yeah, 4 ounces, which is about 113 grams. We should actually start probably get the rice on next, actually, before we do anything else. I'm going to need 200 grams of rice, and we're going to do 500 ml of water. Some people do 2-to-1 ratio. I like to do 2.5-to-1 ratio, so we're using 200 grams of rice. We're going to use 500 ml of water. Right, a little pinch of salt in there as well. I'm going to put the lid on. I'm going to put this onto a medium heat. Once it comes up to a simmer, turn it down to a low, and then pretty much cook this out once it's simmering for about 10 minutes. Take it off the heat. Do not remove the lid. Let it steam for about 10 minutes, and you should be left with nice, beautiful, fluffy rice. We're going to start adding the greens very shortly. I need to actually take this off because I don't want this to reduce down any further. I'm just going to let that, look at all that liquid in there, all that flavor, fantastic. If that reduces any further, we're going to have no liquid in there. So we're going to add the spinach very shortly. I'm going to get a pan on as well for the shrimp. I'm going to start searing the shrimp off. So the shrimp's going in, the greens are going in. By the time that's done, the rice will be done, and we can pull this dish up all together. So we've got our shrimpage here. So we've got Argentinian shrimp. They've already been deveined, which is great, so we don't need to do anything with that. Just need some kitchen roll, just to dab them, not totally dry, just to take out the excess moisture. Also, I will season the shrimp as well, just a bit pinch of salt. Alrighty, so. Careful you don't overfill this pan. This one's quite a small pan, so if I need to do 2 batches, that's absolutely fine. So it's going to take about 1 to 2 minutes each side. Not very long at all. Shrimp is going in. Doesn't need too long cooking because that'll carry on cooking anyway in the pan. So I'm going to add the spinach to it next and the greens. Right, so that's going to wilt down. I'm going to add the peas and also the sugar snaps. So they're going in as well. Right, shrimp needs to come up before I overcook them. Also, all that flavor in there to deglaze it. Just a little touch of water. Add that shrimpy flavor to the curry. I'm not really going to eat much of this, chat, because I've had breakfast this morning. I'm still not hungry right now. I know we're kind of like finishing really early today, but I'm not really that hungry, with all honesty. I had already had a taste, and it tastes beautiful. So, yeah. Let's get some of those shrimpages up there. There it is, with the fluffy rice that we made. Also the shrimp that we pan-seared and added last minute. We also added last minute the peas, the sugar snaps, the spinach. But let me go back to the source of it. So like pretty much onions, garlic, and ginger, and then we added the peppers, green pepper, red pepper, and then we added kaffir lime leaf. The lemongrass, we also added some chilies to there, 2 chilies, deseeded and then sliced. Then we added a can of coconut milk, cumin, brown cumin in there as well. A lime juice, a tablespoon of fish sauce, and is that it, chat? I think that's it. I think so. And then pretty much, obviously, the fluffy rice, 2-to-1 ratio, so 200 grams, I did 500 ml of water, pinch of salt. Put onto a high heat with the lid on. Do not remove the lid. Take it off once it's done. Leave the lid still on after 10 minutes, and then you should be good. Then we garnished it, obviously, with some fresh basil. There should be some coriander on there. I forgot to buy my coriander this week, so yeah, oops. Oopsie doodles, but it's okay. That's fine. Finished with some scallions or spring onions, and that's pretty much it. Yeah, looking forward to it. Oh my god, yeah, amazing. There's a nice kick and spice in there from the chilies as well. The coconut milk, all that beautiful flavor in there. Have a great rest of your weekend. Stay safe, stay awesome. Thanks again, amigos. Take care for now. Bye bye.